Hello, this is Hugo from Crashos. Our lab information management system Funkwire has released a new version 016 with a brand new functionality, Electronic Lab Notebook. Let's have a quick look to those who haven't known what Funkwire is. Funkwire is a lens of AI era developed for modern pharmaceutical industry, especially for CDMO. It's cloud native, so you can deploy it to any infrastructure that you have. Funkwire is state-of-the-art, super fast, and affordable, and most importantly, it's free. So follow me, I will show you how to install it in your environment. Funkwire is released as a container image, so we need to set up an environment to run the container first. We got many options here, such as Docker, Kubernetes, and Podman. Here I choose Podman from Red Hat. All of these solutions support Windows, Linux, and Mac OS, so you can choose the one most convenient for you. For this step, I will go directly to the official website of Podman to download the latest installer and follow the steps to finish the installation. After setting up the container runtime environment, we will go to Docker Hub to find the Funkwire image. Then we type Funkwire. Then we go to text to see which versions are available. We can directly choose the latest version. But if you are using Mac ARM64 like me, please download the version with the ARM64 suffix. Now we open Podman, then go to Image, and open Poll here. And we paste the name we just copied, and click Poll Image. Now that we have Funkwire image in our environment, the next step is to start the container. Here, we click the button Play. You can enter any name for the container or leave it blank, and Podman will randomly generate a name for us. And about the volumes. Volume is where we set up the permanent data storage, and you can configure it according to your requirements. If you are not sure what it is, comment let me know. And next is our first key point, which is expose port. The first one is 1234, which is the Funkwire itself, and the other one is 5432, which is for the built-in PostgreSQL database, allowing us to stream in our data. And here I want the binded port with 3. And then is our second key point, environment variables. Here we can go back to the Funkwire image page, which has detailed explanations of environment variables. I recommend having a separate PostgreSQL database in a production environment, and you can configure the database connection through the environment variables. Okay. Here I will just leave it for blank. After completing the settings, we click Start Container. When you see Funkwire logo, it indicates that the initialization is complete. This process only takes longer during the initial stop. Future stops of the same container takes only a few seconds. After the stop, click the Browse button in the top right corner here. The default username and the password for the first login are both admin. And please remember, it's very important that to immediately change the admin password after the first login. Please click Administration and go to User page. And then click Edit. Then reset the password. After that, we will create a new user with a role edit. Okay, from now on, we will use this new user for our demonstration. Let's log in with the new account. After login, I'd like to change a new nice profile photo. Please note, the system only accepts image with a 1:1 aspect ratio, so users need to prepare the file themselves. Let's talk about the concept of workflow in Funkwire. In Funkwire, all work is managed as projects. Each project consists of multiple tasks at each stage, and multiple people can participate in each project or task. And then, each task consists of multiple jobs, and each job can be performed by only one person. A job could involve editing an electronic lab notebook or a dashboard. Let's now create a new project to demonstrate the entire workflow. First, navigate to Project page, and then we click New to create a new project. Then we can edit the project name. And then we select the participants for this project. The final step is to edit the project description. The platform here supports Markdown syntax, allowing you to add headers or lists to clarify the description. And then, okay, now the project has been created successfully. After completing the project creation, we will create two tasks. Here we click Add. Then we input the name. And select the duration. And one important point to note is that we cannot delete or establish task in Funkwire. We can only edit their status, like this. We can only label a task as a dropped or delete to indicate it is terminated. After creating the tasks, we can assign them to others in Assignee. Then log in with admin. to see the difference. As you can see here, admin can only see the tasks assigned to him. However, the project manager can see all the tasks. Now we are going to add new jobs under the task. However, this operation cannot be performed directly. Instead, a new job can be only linked to a task from an ELN page or from BI. The idea is like we establish the task first, then we complete several jobs and commit them. Let's take ELN as our first example. ELN is an online word editor that allows you to note your experiments as you would in Word. And I used to save a draft first. Then I will just copy the news article. Here you can resize the image like this, and then if you need, we support you to insert the table directly like this, and we support you insert barcode as well. Here we provide multiple formats of barcode, and I'd like the width of barcode be maybe 6 is enough. Okay. Then I want the text here be bold, and here be maybe italic. Okay, before we save the page, don't forget to link the page to a given task. Then, after the completion, we can share this with our team. Or we can click the copy button to get the sharing link. And let's log in with another user. Here, we find that administrator does not have the permission to view the page. Let us go back to ELN. And here, remember, before we share the page to our colleagues, we have to give them the privilege to access the page. So here we click share. And one administrator can access the page. And then save again. Then we copy the shareable link and log in with administrator again. Now the administrator can access the page and see the author here is Hugo Wang, and the login viewer is administrator. Next, we talk about ELN template. ELN includes a template feature. Users with administrator permission can save the existing content as a template. So now I'm logged in with administrator, then navigate to ELN. Let's arbitrarily create a template. First, we need a header and add a table. Maybe we need a barcode here. Okay, then don't forget to link the template to a given task here. And before we save it as a template, we have to save the content first. Then we save it as a template. Okay, now we are user administrator, right? We open template, then we can find here is the template we just saved, and we go back to another user. We click template and open. Here, another user can find the template we just saved. Lastly, let's look at how to submit an ELN page as a report that requires approval. First, we click Submit. Then we set the report name. And then we set the reviewers. I want myself to be the first one, and admin is the second one. Then we click Apply to proceed. Remember, once we click Submit, all reviewers will receive a notification, so we will be asked to confirm the submission again. After submission, we return to the home page, where we can see there is a pending report. And then we click Enter and open the report. In the top right corner, you can view there is a button indicates us the approval status. Then we click Approve and Submit. And then we switch to administrator's account. Okay. On the home page, you can see there is a pending report as well, and we open it. And remember, we have the option to reject it as well, like this. Okay, and we can click See Comment. And let's approve it. Today we talked about how to set up a container runtime environment, and we start Funkwire in our own environment as well. And we learned how to manage users, created a project, and complete our first job and report submission. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask us on our Facebook or LinkedIn page, or you can send us an email. Crucials is from Taiwan and sells worldwide. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. See ya!